Hotel and Restaurant Association of Eastern India has been in the forefront during these COVID times and has been helping the hospitality industry. And you all know that we have given Health Department, Government of West Bengal, a lot of rooms from the hotel industry in Eastern India, mainly from Calcutta. And now this webinar on unlocking, earlier the webinars were being held on unlocking, how the unlocking would be. But now the real unlocking has already begun, and the stalwarts from the industry, who are the panelists here, will tell the members how to take this forward.
Very, very delighted and to start off this very interesting one which everybody is looking forward. So without wasting any time, I'll first of all like to start with Mr. Vijay Dewan, who has been the doyen of our industry. And so Mr. Dewan, how my first question, and that will be the question for most of the panelists out here today, is that how has unlock been for hospitality industry? There is a school of thought which says that there has been no unlock for hospitality industry, and there has been a school of thought that are saying, yep, it's happening, but then maybe it's happening in its own pace. So I would like to ask you, as an industry leader and a very, very astute hospitality mind, Mr. Dewan, how do you think this unlocking happening for our industry? Over to you, sir.
So thank you, Suborno. Thank you very much. But before I start, I would like to thank Mr. Podar and Mr. Walia. And under their leadership, the HRAEI has done an excellent job in the Eastern region. Firstly, in getting business back in the city, and second, also to interface in an exceptional manner with the government of West Bengal. They have done a fabulous job at this, and because of that, the industry is back on its feet. Talking about your question, firstly, the industry has gone through, I would say, a very, very difficult phase. But at this point of time, I would say that growth is coming back. The first quarter has been a very difficult quarter for the hospitality industry. The first quarter has seen virtually demand destruction in the industry. When we look at the results which have been published, most of the hotels have had significant decline. Indian hotels declined by 81%. The East India hotels, they declined by close to 87%. And we have chalet hotels declining by 85%. But within this, also there were hotels who have done well. We could unlock ourselves better than our competitors. So I would say that we had a decline of only 80%. And on the other side of the coin, Lemon Tree, in the first quarter only showed a decline of only 70%. It is my strong view that in a crisis, of course, there are many opportunities. And also within a crisis, what tends to happen is there is always someone who will always do well. So the challenge is that can you be one hotel company which is going to be actually doing well in a difficult circumstance? So we have actually worked towards that, and we are proud to say that we have done well, despite the fact that the quarter was very tough. The second challenge which is there for the industry is that, of course, that the loan book in the industry is very big. It is as big as almost 50,000 crores, 45,000 crores to 50,000 crores. And going forward, I think the first big challenge is that these loans, they will have to get restructured. And if they do not get properly restructured, then a lot of hotels are going to go sort of downhill. So restructuring at the moment is the need of the hour. And we from the hospitality side, the federation side, or the Hotel Association of India or CII, all of us have to work well to see that the loan restructuring takes place. The Kamath Committee has given a report at the moment, which is being accepted by the RBI in terms of loan restructuring. But I would say that it is very, very difficult. The loan restructuring parameters for some of our industry are not going to be easily achievable. The first one which they have given in terms of loan restructuring is that the debt to EBITDA ratio, right at the time of FY23 has to be below 5. Now that is very difficult for the industry to achieve, or some of the hotel companies to achieve, if they are already more than 5 on their debt to EBITDA level. So I think the first challenge we have is to go back to the RBI, to go back to the government, that, we get better terms, we get a better moratorium, and we get better extension of the repayment of loans and better structuring. Otherwise, it will become very, very difficult for the industry. So that is one big challenge which we have in front of us. The third big challenge, as I feel, is that there is, of course, a very, very high level of unemployment at the moment. The unemployment ratio, the rates are very high, about 6.6 million people, as per CMII, have already gone off job as far as the white collar jobs are concerned. And about 5 million people have lost jobs as far as industry labor jobs are concerned. So huge amount of unemployment is taking place, and this is actually leading to low consumer demand of consumer spending. So consumer spending is at the moment in the country at a very, very low level. So we definitely need a stimulus from the government to get over this. So unless a fiscal stimulus is also sort of simultaneously provided by the government, it is going to be very, very difficult to get growth back as far as the industry is concerned. On the positive side, on the opportunity side, let me make a few observations. One is, of course, that there is a lot of opportunity on the e-commerce side. The e-commerce food business in India is currently at about 48,000 to 50,000 crores. And this business is actually growing at a rate of 25 to 30% and is expected to go possibly even higher during the festive season. So big opportunities there at the moment on the online food platform, which I think the hotel industry also needs to exploit. And if they do that, they will be in a better position. Our company has already is in the process of launching an online food platform. And I feel this is the place where there is definitely a huge opportunity. The second big opportunity in this COVID environment is also on the QSR side of the business. The QSR side of the business offers great opportunity. We have seen it in Calcutta in the East. We have a brand called Wow Momo. This brand has been very successful. They are close to today opening 300 outlets. And most of the outlets you will see they are in the QSR segment. And so in the QSR segment, there is a lot of growth taking place and there is a lot of opportunity at the moment. The restaurant side of the business is coming back, but it is coming back slowly. As we have seen in the restaurant business, the degrowth in the first quarter is again close to 90%. Whereas if you look at Jubilant Foods, which is Domino Pizzas, their growth rate has actually been, degrowth has only been 60% because they do most of the business on the online platform. So on the online platform of the business, there is a lot of opportunity. The third big opportunity, as I see in the industry, is in acquisitions. And of course, Mandeep Lama, he's one of our also prominent speakers. Mandeep is also going to let us know as to what these opportunities are. But I feel that there are a lot of opportunities which would be available on the acquisition side. There would be opportunities because a lot of loan restructuring will take place. It is becoming difficult for loan servicing to take place, and a lot of people would like to exit the business at this point of time. So a lot of opportunity will arise as far as acquisitions are concerned. Properties would be available at the right price at this time, and hotels which have strong balance sheets will have the opportunity to sort of grow at this point of time. One other important thing I wanted to right in the beginning talk about is that there is at this point of time a lot of changes taking place in terms of consumer behavior. And this we must keep in mind as we do our business or as we develop the future of our business. One is that at this point of time, the fear is at a really elevated level, and safety is a big concern. So what is very important is that we ensure that the safety and hygiene standards at our restaurants, at our bars, and at our hotels, they are at the highest level. Because this is a war against corona. In this war, which is the war against this pandemic, in a traditional war, you see what tends to happen is that the nation comes first, the family comes second, and you come last. But in this war against this virus, you are first. You have to first protect yourself, then you have to protect your family. It is your responsibility to protect the organization. It is your responsibility to protect the customers, your responsibility to protect your employees. And in the process, you will protect the organization, and in the process, you will ensure the growth of the company. So currently, I think it is our responsibility to actually, as operators of hotels or owners of hotels, to ensure that we have the highest degree of safety and hygiene at our hotels, at our restaurants, and at our bars, and also to see that we build trust with the customers. Once we bring this trust, I think growth will definitely come back. Another change in the consumer behavior which I see is that people are spending more time on the screen, and we have to keep this in mind. We are all spending more time on television. We are spending more time today as far as mobile phones are concerned. We are spending more time in video conferencing. So I think this is another major change which is happening in terms of consumer behavior. And we have to keep this in mind as we develop our services for our customers. What also is happening is that voice-led e-commerce is taking precedence over everything, and we are doing more and more things digitally on a digital platform. We are also trying to see how we are able to do transactions more and more on the digital platform. Check-in, check-outs are already, as we know, touchless, probably also moving towards with face recognition. So a lot of new technologies are coming in, and they're also coming in because consumer behavior is continuously changing. Customers are also cooking more at home. They are becoming definitely more localized. So more people are moving more in closer to their place of home. So more and more localization is taking place. And experiences are also, people are looking for a safe experience, and they are also looking for not just transactional experiences, they are also looking at the moment for transformational experiences rather than just transactional experiences. I think this quarter, the second quarter, is definitely proving out to be stronger than the last quarter which has gone by. And the third quarter and the fourth quarter, there is as we go into the festive phase of time, and as we go into the IPL season, there is lots to look forward to. And I'm very positive. The initial forecast as we got from ATS and from other consultants that the industry will go down by 70 to 75%. My outlook at the moment is that we will do definitely better than that. And we could end up doing 60% of the mark in this year. And hopefully by 22, in the following year, that is in 21-22, we should be back to where we were in 1920. So this is what I feel at the moment about the industry. And I'm very positive that the third quarter and the fourth quarter is definitely going to be better than what has been forecasted. And next year, we should be back to the level of 1920. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dewan.